So originally when we opened at Armadillo, tap rooms weren't really a thing. And Marshalls and Prairie kind of figured out that we could have a 3-2 tap room. And the space that we had was great for building a brewery, not so great for a tap room. And so what we ended up doing was taking the existing parts area, because this was 4th Street Auto since like 1948, and we took the existing parts area and parts counter, built our own bar. It had an office behind it. I'm sure everybody can remember it had an office and a storage closet behind it. And, it really wasn't built for a tap room, but we made it work. We had an occupancy of 45 people, which there's no way we could ever fit 45 people in here. When we got 20 people in here, it was pretty much packed. During COVID, we decided to go ahead and upgrade this and take the opportunity to expand our space. A couple years ago, we actually expanded our space into a warehouse that was next door to our tap room, and it was unheated, uncooled, had racks of grain and kegs and different things out here. But we brought some picnic tables in and let people sit in here and hang out, with empty cans and different things that were just being stored. So we took that room, knocked the wall down between it, and raised the floor up 16, 17 inches, and now it matches the other room. Put in glass doors on the west end of the building so we can see downtown. In the tap room, we actually removed the ceiling, the drop ceiling, raised it all the way to the decking on the roof, and insulated it and put in new ductworks for the heat and air. We had to totally rip out the bathrooms because we had expanded our space. Went from about 900 square feet to 2,200 square feet. So we had to redo the bathrooms per all different codes that the city has. So we've got a 10-foot community table, 2 8-foot community tables, and then 2 6-foot tables. We've got other picnic-style tables that are going to be shorter seating that are going to be in this warehouse side. This will be the side where we do live music. So we're going to have a couple of tall tables in the back and a couple of shorter picnic tables in the front, but people will be able to see the band and interact and still walk around the wall here to get more beers. The tap system out front is totally revamped. We had that old tap system and a kegerator under the deal, under the bar. We homemade a pipe-looking tap system, and that thing was cool and it was really fun to make, but it started rusting after a while. It just wasn't really a built tap system, like professionally built. We wanted to keep at least 12 taps, so we bought a 12 tap system from a company down in Austin, and they shipped it up here and we installed it. And so now it's a 12 tap kind of a T, and the pipe goes all the way into the ceiling, and the kegs are actually back in our cooler. So it's a it's a glycol chilled trunk line system, and so the taps are all back there. No more dragging kegs up to the front, which is really nice for the bartenders. With this, we took the opportunity, putting the glass doors in on the west side of the building, to stop making everyone that came to visit us, if they wanted to be in the tap room and then they wanted to go back to the boneyard, to the beer garden, they had to kind of play a maze, through the brewery and find their way to the backyard. And it was always kind of funny and kind of a challenge for people. But now we've got actually a storefront door. They can walk out, a big sign that says Boneyard. They can walk out the door and down a ramp, and they're right there. So it'll be a lot more straightforward. And with that storefront, we added a patio outside. So it's about 11 feet by the whole width of the brewery with the roll-up door over here. We're going to have seating outside that faces downtown, and it's going to be a really nice view to hang out and have some beers when the weather's nice. So very, very much expanded tap room, a lot different space than before. Along with the changes, we've also changed some of the stuff outside. This building, when we first opened, it was unpainted, and we kind of rolled with that for a while. I think we even kept the 4th Street Auto sign out there for a little bit, but we've got a Dead Armadillo sign for several years. But with that, the awning out front was kind of drooping, and it was all the corrugated metal, and it's still the corrugated metal, but we went ahead and painted the whole building. So we updated the colors, we did the trim in black, the building in gray, really makes it pop and it looks fresh and new. Painted the awning black, and then we just had the skirting to the awning redone with black background and new laser cut metal dead armadillo tap room printed out in metal letters, and we powder coated those our yellow, and those were just installed today. So those are going to be up there for everybody to see from the street, along with our lit sign that's always been there. But it's a really cool new front to the building, and it really pops off of that black, that yellow and black. It's what we've always loved about our branding, that it's very visible and that yellow and black is very easy to see. We're just really excited about the opportunity to increase our space and you know, have more people in here and be responsible and socially distance with the COVID world that we're in right now, and make sure that everybody can come in and enjoy their time here and you know, be able to have the Dead Armadillo experience, but still not be crammed into a 900 square foot tap room. So